Can't believe Hank is a conspiracy theorist.
I love that Hank is a conspiracy theorist.
Maybe like not like diehard, but like he definitely believes some of that shit.
I mean, I think he's starting to turn into the character from Watchmen, right? With the, especially now that like it's this weird eight-armed creature that gave him like psychic blast or something, right? I mean,
you're not talking about Rorschach, are you?
No, in the series. Who's the guy that your character's based on?
The Mirror.
Yeah.
Yes,
like,
yes, the show. Yeah, Tim Blake Nelson plays the Mirror.
Right,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So he's kind of into conspiracy theorists because of what happened in New York and what happened to him. And there's some parallels here, Mike. I'm excited.
That is a great show.
It is.
I love that.
Really show.
If you haven't watched Watchmen, the HBO series, it's fantastic. Lube Man is my favorite.
The Lube Man was a interesting, yeah. It's just a weird topsy-turvy superhero world.
Zero check nights. I love that we've taken the stupid nighttime recording joke and we've now labeled our Starfinder content Zero Check Nights. Love it.
We're pretty low effort.
We are. Whatever's easiest. Whatever's easiest.
But despite being low effort, we seem semi-organized because we have an agenda. Here. It may be short. I've only have 2 items on the agenda unless someone has some business they want to add to it.
No,
I do not.
Nothing.
I don't know what your 2 items are, so like you don't know.
Oh yeah, well that's true. So the first one is if anyone listening join the Discord. That's kind of where we answer questions, put input, and it's not just talking about Starfinder, Pathfinder. It's other tabletop stuff, any VTT experience you guys have or want to share. Just jump on there, and we're all there. We got several other people there that are really engaged and will answer and help out. Number 2, you guys just disabled you arrested a falling elevator and prevented it from crashing or falling out the bottom of the space station. You don't know.
Oh, that could have happened.
That you don't know. And you are kind of in this dungeon scenario, and so that continuing the adventures item number 2. You guys have anything you want to bring up?
I want to know what would happen with the elevator if it crashed through the space station.
Right.
Would it orbit the space station? Would it fall into orbit?
Do we want to spoil it and just read what happens in the book?
Well, I am a little curious what the developers came up with for a failure condition on that.
Yeah. So let's zoom back into that. So that was a complex hazard. And
nice job, Bill.
All those rules work similar. I mean, it's Pathfinder 2e. So like other complex hazard, it has a scripted routine that, defines what it does on its turn. So before the hazard was able to react and start the encounter, I kind of gave everyone like really a turn. So we were kind of in encounter mode, but I didn't have them roll initiative. So everyone got to kind of do something. And then it turns out that what Bill's character did triggered the encounter. So once that happens, everyone rolls initiative, and I rolled for the trap, and 3 of our players got to go before the trap got a turn, and they disabled it. But if the trap did get a turn, on its first turn, it would continue to plummet. And then on its second turn, if we got to that, it would crash into the bottom, and it would deal 1d6 plus 3 bludgeoning damage to every creature inside the elevator and half damage to those that were on top. So not super deadly, but being that we're at level 1 and it's like the first encounter, it's basically like the door to a dungeon. If everyone had taken that 1d6 plus 3 and, got a high roll, that could be potentially half of, the party's HP wiped out in the first thing.
Seems like an elevator crashing to the bottom would be like a lethal occurrence.
That's what I was thinking.
But I was wondering, is it like as we get further from Absalom, is maybe there's less gravity or something as we get further down?
You just got to Wile E. Coyote that shit and step out right before it hits the ground.
Oh yeah,
well, you're okay as long as you don't look down. You're fine, right? Yeah. You'll just float, be suspended.
Yeah, Hank would have jumped up at the last second. Yep. He heard that. He read that on a Fringe website once that you could do that.
I like how you question reality while you're standing next to a cat and a talking bug.
Technically, I don't talk.
Sorry.
Telepathy.
Sorry. It's very insensitive again toward Donnie's character.
Sorry.
Yes.
Like, is that something I could turn off?
And if
on?
anyone's following along in the adventure, I purposefully fudged up kind of the ending. I made everyone roll a reflex save. Normally, if they pass and stop the elevator from falling, it glides gently down, touches down softly. The doors don't automatically open. They're supposed to force them open, but I figured it hits the bottom, and
it was cinematic.
Yeah. And the doors pop open.
Hank will my memory is the doors slide open. It's like candy bar wrappers everywhere, fast food containers.
Yeah, it's kind of trash. Think of like a dirty subway terminal. Like, I guess I picture 1970s like New York subway, right? Like a scene from like The Warriors, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bill, what was that like?
Oh man, you know what?
Don't.
You want to hear a funny story? I lived in upstate New York when I was a kid for like 2 years.
Oh. There you go.
Well, so how was it? Was it?
There were a lot of horses and goats because I lived in a farm.
There's a lot of rule stuff.
Yeah, I guess like living in Kansas.
Are we in turns right now? Or are we out of combat?
No, we're out of encounter mode. We're back into exploration mode. Okay. But yeah, there's graffiti everywhere. There's fast food wrappers and all kinds of crap on the ground. You do see a flashlight that's kind of flickering out in the hallway there. And so we are in exploration mode. So that gives us a good time to talk about what does your character do when in exploration mode.
Just a reminder, my flashlight is on, Chris. I turned it on at the beginning of the last encounter.
So Risu's running his flashlight.
Yeah.
So yeah, similar. I mean, it's Pathfinder rule system essentially. So yeah, you can be. What can you do, Mike? You can be seeking. You can be moving stealthily, trying to avoid notice. If you had detect magic, you could be detecting magic, which we all know is useless. So yeah, what are you guys doing?
Well, I think Hank will typically scout. So you scout ahead and behind the group to watch danger, moving at half speed. At the start of the next encounter, every creature in your party gains a +1 circumstance bonus to their initiative rolls. So Hank will... Yeah, why have we never used that?
I don't know. Is that
a thing?
That's scout, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Try, what the fuck?
I think another one is you can move defensively, right?
Yeah, I don't have that. I in the Foundry, I pulled out the ones into my exploration tab that I thought I might want to use. So I don't have that one listed, obviously, but yeah, you can walk around with your shield raised and stuff. But yeah. So Hank will scout.
Heal good.
So I am seeking, and I don't know if you've looked at the party sheet in the exploration tab, but I set my activity in there as well.
So,
where is that?
Yeah, where is that?
Oh, I've set mine now.
Where is it?
So above the character sheets, it says the party.
I got it.
Party.
Now. Yeah, the party.
And then that
Open sheet.
The first one's overview and the second one's exploration.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Wow. I'm learning things. Look at this. So you guys came in here and set look at that. Hank is scouting. Heelgood is searching. Or seeking, yeah.
I'm gonna search.
All right, so Risu is also searching/seeking.
I'll search.
So I'm going to unpause the game here in Foundry, and you'll be able to move your tokens, but don't like willy-nilly move them around. Just kind of move them a couple spaces at a time. So right now you guys are all still in the elevator, and you can kind of see down the hallway here. What do you do?
Well, maybe Risu and Hank take point together.
Yeah.
Would that be kind of a viable marching order for us with Heelgood and Julian?
Yeah, absolutely. Julian would insist that someone go first.
Can I ask how Hank approaches this?
What do you mean?
I
don't think he has a chance to. I think Julian points and says, "You guys should go ahead, and I'll cover you from back here."
Risu's also his basic programming is to protect, so he's automatically, no matter what, going to step in front of everybody, no matter what the situation is.
I like that.
Yeah,
it's like a blanket.
That's why it was built.
It's like having a pocket tank.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Hank will in his right hand, he will carry his semi-auto pistol, the silencer attached, and in his left hand, he'll have a laser pistol.
Oh my goodness!
And the way that he walks, he's got two holsters. One on kind of what's the correct way to talk about these holsters? They're not on his waist. They're more kind of like under his arm, like
shoulder holsters.
Shoulder holster. That's what I thought of, so but I didn't want to say it and get it wrong. She's got 2 shoulder holsters on either side, and the semi-auto pistol is kind of up a little bit, whereas the laser pistol is down at his side.
So
Oh,
he has a
nice.
shoulder holster and an appendix carry.
An appendix, yeah.
I don't know. Sure.
The shoulder. I mean,
I don't know.
It's a cross draw on that shoulder holster. You got to be careful. I'm teasing.
He is.
I'm teasing.
He is careful.
He is. Yeah, we've seen him shoot.
He strikes me as a careful person.
Now, for those of you at home, I myself don't have a ton of experience with firearms, but Hank Carlotta does.
No, he doesn't.
So,
So we got your marching order. We know Reese has got his flashlight. Hank is dual wielding pistols. Julian, do you still have your rifle?
Still have my rifle out. Yep.
And Heelgood, I don't know, does Heelgood use weapons, or is he just a mystic casting spells?
Mystic cast. He's really he tries to find peaceful options. He's not big into violence, so yeah, he doesn't even carry a weapon.
Oh, he's at the wrong crew.
boy, are you in the wrong group, Don?
He does have a phase shield though, so he's got that strapped around.
Cool. Yeah. So we've got your tokens here. We're going to kind of advance down the hallway here. All right. So this short little hallway that had the kind of flickering flashlight down on it is only about 10, 15 feet long. You get to the end of this and you notice that it branches a little kind of diagonally. It's not like a T-junction. It's kind of shifted, and you've got this diagonal pathway here that looks to be, it's long, and you can see pretty far down both the left and the right. So you have 2 options to go.
Chris, I can see something on my screen. So I don't know if it means I have line of sight on hostile.
Oh,
or...
look at that.
Oh,
I can't see shit.
Can you see it now?
Can you see me now?
Well, actually, no. Actually, that's fine. That's fine. Because you have dark vision, and you can just straight up, as long as you have line of sight, you can see stuff. Whereas
Right.
Risu's flashlight only goes so far.
yeah.
You get to the end of the hall, and Julian, you notice something.
I'll kind of point over Hank's shoulder to the southwest of us. It's about 60, 70 feet away from us.
Hank will whisper to Julian, "Does it react to us? What is it? What does it look like?"
It hasn't reacted yet. It looks mechanical in nature.
That's what it looks like.
It
Oh
looks
my
like
God,
a
a piece of art. It looks like
it's a tank. It's got a body and clamper arm and
it looks like a miniature version of the Technodrome from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You guys know what I'm talking about.
I was thinking it'd be something
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Dr. Robotnik would use in a Sonic game.
Yes, it looks like a little robot on wheels with like a torch and a pincer claw and a cute little face.
Oh no.
And a round little body.
This is a very cute robot.
So far, I mean, yeah, Julian, you can see this. You described this to the party, but it doesn't look like it's reacting or moving at all.
Do we approach it?
I think so. Let's check it out.
All right, let's go.
All right, I follow Risu toward the robot.
Yeah, so you guys are kind of moving down the hall, and once you get to the end of this hall, you notice that it kind of junctions and looks to be like a connection chamber of sorts, where multiple halls kind of branch off it in spokes, and you guys approached and came from the one from the northeast.
Risu's gonna look around for a light switch.
You don't see a light switch, but it is dark in here. You've got your flashlight out so you can see, but there are no light switches or anything in here. And Risu, kind of as you enter this room here, not only do you see that mechanical looking tank guy, but you also see that he has some buddies.
Oh dear.
They don't really have like eyes because they're robots. It's kind of like a band. Think of like a Geordi from Star Trek, his visor.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
Sensor
band across their, or like the ships from the Battlestar show.
The
It's kind of like
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
The Cylon. They kind of look like that little Terminator vibe you're feeling from these guys. And they.
That's not the vibe you want.
Not like an
Yeah,
R2D2 vibe.
Yeah, so they're reacting to Risu's presence in here, and in unison, all 4 of them say, "It is awake," and it's a chorus of mechanical voices. Along with the voice, they start beeping like it's it doesn't sound like error beeps or like an error code beeps, but it does sound like kind of like a mechanical computer language. There's a sequence to these beeps, and they start beeping at each other.
Can I use my computer skill to see if I can decipher?
Yeah, you can. But before that, we have to roll some initiative.
Of course we do.
Boy.
Of course we do.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
of course.
Everyone give yourselves a +1 bonus to this
Boom.
because I'm scouting.
He's scouting.
You are. Oh.
So that's a 20. Risu got a 23. Chris out here throwing the question marks. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm out here rolling for the bad guys. All right, so Risu with the 23. Heal good. Where you at?
I rolled a 23 for heal good.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a 24 for you because it's +1.
Rolled a 24 for heal good.
And Hank.
21.
Nice.
And Julian.
11.
All right, so one of these guys rolled pretty high, and it reacts. So yeah, it is awake, is what you hear, and then you hear a sequence of beeps, and it's right next to you, man. It raises one of its appendages, and it tries to smack you with it.
What the fuck?
That's what it does.
That's not nice.
Is that an overhand smack?
We've agreed that we're gonna do open rolls in the VTT, so you guys will be able to see my rolls, and we're no fudging. So
No fudges.
I'll make you the target, and we are swinging. All right, so yeah, that's a 16 total, and that's a miss on Risu. They're dopey guys, so he's just going to continue swinging away at you. They are trying to protect this area. They do not like that you have entered their zone. So with the map, he put a high number on there. So he just meets your AC. It looks like. So we're going to do some damage. We're doing a 1d4 plus 4. Pretty high. We'll do 4 damage to Risu. Oof. We'll apply that damage. Yep. And he's going to continue. He's going to continue with 2 doses of map. Put a 16 on the die. Yeah, -6, 10. So that misses. So that's the first maintenance robot is what these guys are. Brings us to the next maintenance robot. He's still going. This one is going to raise his other arm, and he's going to shoot flames at Risu. He's making a ranged attack with his welding torch. So he's shooting his flames, and a 10 is not going to do it. But he's just kind of hosing down the room with these flames, and he's just going to keep it burning at you. That is his protocol, is to stop anyone from getting in here. His second attack, he only gets 15, so that's not enough to do it. And then with 2 doses of map, that's a natural 1. He totally whiffs. Oof. So the room is kind of filling up with this like flamethrower fire. It's kind of putting on a fireworks show in this room here when they're attacking you. And that brings us to Heal Good.
All right. So I think Heal Good is going to slap Hank on the back and give him words of encouragement. I'm gonna cast Reorient, which is a cantrip, and what that'll do is he would lose off guard. He has it. He doesn't have off guard right now, but he becomes immune to the off guard condition until the start of their next turn, even if it would be circumstantially applied. So if he gets flanked or anything before his turn, he will remain immune to off guard until that. So that will be his first action.
Surprised at your insect touch, but then goes, "Thanks, buddy."
You got it, man.
So you reorient him,
and then he really can't do anything against robots.
Hit him with your staff. I don't know.
Yeah,
bonk him.
He's going to simply take a step back. He's going to take a step back here behind Julian, and he's going to raise his shield for his third.
Nice,
smart play.
All right, so I gave Heal Good the raise shield condition there, and that'll bring us to Risu. Risu, it's your turn.
All right, so when Risu rolled initiative, his solar weapon automatically appears in his hand.
So what's your solar weapon look like?
My solar weapon is a kind of like when it's in photon mode, it's kind of like a orangish spear that has the ability to I think I can damage, not damage, I can disarm, and I can knock down.
Yep,
I think
trip.
So yeah, trip. So yeah, it's just like a glowing the Spear of Destiny. It's like a glowing spear.
And these are weapon traits.
Wait,
so
the Spear of Destiny? What?
Risu has the Spear of Destiny?
party is undefeatable. What's interesting about this is that these weapon traits, they don't require a free hand, and the Solarian can refocus for 10 minutes and change the traits on his weapon. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
So yeah, you've got your solar weapon, and you've got a robot next to you that's swinging at you. You've got one of that's shooting fire at you. What do you do?
But just having a day. I'm gonna target, and I'm gonna hit him with the solar weapon.
The Spear of Destiny.
The Spear of Destiny. Whoa, I was supposed to hit him one. It was a 20.
20,
Ooh.
yeah, that'll hit that robot.
Hit some damage on him. Pow!
Nice.
Oh my God.
The dice out. Look at
12
that.
damage. Wow. Yeah, so you hit that with a pretty solid hit. We'll apply that damage, and it is enough to take out that robot. So that robot,
Nice. Good. Nice
yeah,
job.
with the spear, you kind of stab it straight in the chest. You see electricity, kind of spark, kind of make a pattern across his chest, and then it kind of just slumps over and its arms droop to the side. And that was just one action. You got two more.
So I'm going to use Binaric Assault next on this guy over here. So what that is I use two attacks. I get to use my solar shot and my solar weapon attack with map.
Since you're 10 feet away right now, you'd only be able to do the solar shot, since you have to get into melee range with the for the spear.
That's right. All right. I'm just going to chuck a shot at him then.
Yeah, so you're doing a solar shot. Yep. So yeah, with one dose of map, you can... I don't know where your solar shot comes from. Does it come from the tip of your weapon, or how does this manifest?
Yeah, it's just... It shoots... It charges through my body out the front of the weapon.
Come from your groin.
It's like a hip thrust.
It's a hip thrust.
It's the hip thrust stuff. All right, so we're going to throw that out there with map. Oh, it's almost 20. It's 2. Critical miss.
That's a miss on that guy.
I'm going to try it again with I'm just going to fish for a crit.
Dude, set up that flank for me, man.
So I can still move, right? So I'm going to move to here.
Okay. So yeah, Risu kind of moves across the room that connects all these different spokes, and he's kind of started going down another hallway to maybe flank a robot.
Yeah. Yep.
Typical. All right.
Hey, who's killed somebody and who's hiding in a corner?
There's no corners. This is space.
That's it.
All right, it's one of these maintenance robots' turn. So Risu, the one that you kind of got behind, it sees you kind of move past it, and its Cylon, Cylon eye kind of tracks you, and its whole torso rotates, and it faces you, and it swings its arm at you, trying to get you. It's a miss. He only got 12 total, but he is kind of a mindless robot, gonna try to swing again at you, and it's got a total of 17 on that, so that just misses you by 1. And so with its third action, it'll keep swinging. It wants to get you. And that one, it's an 11 total. It's gonna miss. So yeah, it kind of swings, and with each of these swings, it's putting a lot of energy in it, and so its torso is kind of rotating back and forth with each swing.
Okay.
That brings us to Hank.
All right, so Hank is a operative. I think, as we've said, he's the skirmisher type. So that means he works in melee, despite wielding sidearms and stuff. So his whole deal is that he can, not that I'm anticipating reactive strikes from these guys, but he can go into melee, do ranged attacks, but not draw a reactive strike. Now, a big mechanic with the new operative is the aim action. I can use an action to aim and denote something as my mark. When I aim at something, then if I hit it later in that turn, I get a D4 bonus to damage. Now I have an ability that I took called mobile aim that allows me to stack aim and move into a single action. So as Hank's first action, he will move into the flank that Risu so kindly set up for him. And in doing so, I will aim at this robot, and then against its off-guard armor class, I'm going to fire I think I'm going to fire my laser pistol, do a little bit of fire damage here. Now, if I hit, I'll get an extra D4 of damage, but I'm not going to hit. I guarantee you, because that's just not how this game goes. That's a 19 on the die.
Hey.
Total of 28.
28 against off guard. That is what we call a critical hit.
What?
Oh my goodness. So normally this laser pistol will do a D6 of damage and a D4 of aim damage. So I'll do 2D6 plus 2D4.
What?
Fire damage.
That's incredible.
Yeah, 16 fire damage. To review, that was a 6 and a 5 on the 2d6 and a 3 and a 2 on the 2d4. So
yeah, so that torso that was kind of spinning and rotating around while it was swinging at Risu, you punch a gigantic hole straight through its chest, essentially. And Risu barely has enough time to kind of dodge the fire laser shot that kind of blasts through this robot. That robot, he's done. He's out of here.
I've got a third action left.
Yeah, it's still Hank's turn.
So I think for my third action, I think I'm going to whirl around with the silenced semi-automatic pistol, and I'm going to target this other bot that's to the southeast of me. And subject to the multiple attack penalty, I'm just going to squeeze off around toward this guy.
Yeah.
And maybe he does this simultaneously with the other one. Let's see. Unfortunately, that's a 3 on the die attack roll, total of 7. So I assume
7 will miss.
Oh my god! So I shoot a hole in the bulkhead and create a vacuum effect in this closed space. That's the end of my turn.
Yep, that wraps up Hank, and it brings us to Julian.
All right, Julian, without any other targets here to really pick with, he's going to target the last robot that he can see at least. He's going to holler out, yeah, I guess we can kill that one now. And he's going to perform Get 'em, which is an envoy skill. You single out an enemy for you and your allies to focus your attacks on. This concentrated assault weakens that enemy's defense. Select a creature within 60 feet that you can see. That creature takes a -1 circumstance penalty to AC and reflex saves till the beginning of your next turn. So you can drag that over to him, assuming he fits all that criteria. And then I'm going to lead by example, and I'm going to take a shot at him with my secret rifle.
I can't see the guy you're shooting at.
Yeah,
That's
he's
okay.
so to kind of orient everyone, Julian's still kind of back in the original hallway, looking across the room to an opposite hallway, and that is where this robot is.
Okay.
So it's kind of around a corner, and Risu cannot see it. So it is kind of hugged up against the wall, so it does get a little bit of cover, but he's got the Get 'em debuff, so they're going to offset.
All right. Let's see how the shot goes here. That's not Jules in disguise, is it? Like in a robot suit?
Oh, 12. Yeah, it kind of wings by him.
I will go ahead and take another shot at him though. This is +0. That is a 18
Oh,
on the die.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Yeah, 18. That'll hit with the map.
job.
All right. I'll do some damage. I don't know if this will add to the Get 'em damage or the.
Let's look at Get 'em. So does it apply to all your attacks or the?
Or maybe
Well,
just the
what's
next one.
what's the pursue?
That doesn't have any effect. The lead or the target you select before the end of your turn.
Yeah, you attacked it before the end of your turn. So yeah, lead by example will trigger.
Okay. So
You'll
I'll
get
do
that, but
I'll click the damage here and see what it comes up with and make sure that, so I can add D10 plus 3. Yeah, that's right. Okay. 11 damage.
Wow! Oh, you roll a D10 with that rifle? Dang!
Wow.
geez.
Dang. Yeah. So that takes out that robot. He's done.
Get him. Never mind.
Get him. Never mind. That robot is dead.
That's got him.
Yeah.
Instead.
Nice.
Yep. So it's the robot that just died. His turn. So we will skip that. Yeah. So you guys are kind of mowing down these robots. They're pretty weak, as you can tell. They haven't really done a whole lot to you guys. And that brings us to Heelgood.
Oh boy. Well, he can't really see what's going on here. He's seeing all these shots getting fired and hearing all these shots getting fired. So he's gonna sneak up just a little bit up here to get a better sight up by Hank.
Yep. So as you move into the room that connects all these different hallways, you see the final robot, kind of in the southeast corner there.
I think he'll call that out and say, "Hey, there's one over there," and then he's gonna run back over here. He's gonna run this way. And he's gonna get over by Risu. because he'll feel safer there. And then he's actually going to do something called Analyze Target on Risu. And this isn't, I know what it sounds like, but I promise you it's not a bad thing. So what this will do, he's going to focus on, I guess I can throw it in the chat too. You focus on the target, gathering data as a magical holograms display data. When the casting's complete, you learn biometric information about a target, including fingerprints, medical conditions, other basic physiological information. And then what that'll do is it'll give me a +1 bonus to things like medicine checks or treat wounds. So if I need to medicine, yes, I'm giving you a once over to figure out how can I best help you if and when the time comes. So that will end his turn.
Yeah, what's the Dr. Bones from Star Trek with the tricorder?
Yeah, exactly. He's just scanning up and down. He's like, no, just getting ready. It's fine.
Getting ready.
Just getting ready.
All right, and while Heelgood is kind of giving you the once-over, scanning you, it's Risu's turn.
All right, so Risu is going to move 25 feet for one action to move here. Boom. He's going to get up in that thing's grill, and then he's going to hit him with the Binaric Assault. So the Binaric Assault is I do a solar strike, a solar weapon strike, and a solar shot. One from photon, one from gravitron.
And what's interesting about this is, so you're in photon mode, and so if you hit, the order matters. So if you hit with the strike, it switches to graviton, and then your shot would be graviton. If you miss with the strike, you're still in photon, and then it would be a solar shot.
So we're gonna solar strike with
Come on.
Oh shit! I didn't highlight him. So that's a 20. Is a 20 hit, Chris?
20. Yeah, 20 hits this maintenance robot.
All right, so I'm gonna roll damage on him.
Whoa, 10 damage. That is enough to knock this robot out.
Wow.
And as it's kind of powering down and essentially deactivating and dying, it says it is alive. And then it's down. Even though it's not alive, it's still saying it is alive until the very end.
It is alive. First of all, we killed all those things.
Yeah.
One-shot all of them. It's so nice to be part of a team with you guys. I'm enjoying myself so much. Does Hank think that it is alive? I mean, is that related to the conspiracy theory that I believe about the thing being born in the heart of that planet and stuff? Or
I mean, you can make I don't know what kind of check you would make. It seems like you would need to make probably an occult check to see if any of this is tied together.
Well, I will do that. At a +2. Hank doesn't know anything about occultism, but I rolled a natural 19 for a total of 21.
Wow, he did his own research.
So yeah, this definitely is part of that. It seems like this vision may have activated or turned on these robots.
Wow.
Right, the thing we all experienced on the IC.
So that wasn't a warning the robot was giving. It was like maybe a joystick.
It was just saying, it's alive.
Do these robots look old or do they look modern?
They look.
Where are we?
Yeah.
So right now you are kind of at an underground level of Absalom Station called the Ghost Levels, and these, similar to like the vampire attacks and crazy shit you're reading about on the infosphere, this is one of those kind of rumored areas or conspiracy theories, if you will, could possibly exist, and it looks like you've stumbled in here on accident.
He's so validated now.
Yeah, he's watched a bunch of StarTube videos about the ghost levels, and he's like, "Look at where we are." He's like, "I knew it.
So yeah, all the maintenance robots are defeated.
Fuck you,
I'm gonna
robots.
see if we can search. Do we search?
I was gonna search the robots for spare parts.
I'm sorry, do you know what Hank's doing? He's got his fucking cell phone out and he's like taking video down here, and he's like, to upload later to StarTube. Yeah,
so with your comm units, all like apps like that, like the camera and the video, that stuff still works, but any streaming, any connection to the infosphere is just, it's not working. But you can take pictures and document stuff down here.
It would be cut off from the infosphere, or are we like,
what?
No,
this is weird.
you're always online, and it's free. You don't have to pay for it.
so the video's grainy and shitty, and he's like, Risu, give me your flashlight. And he points his cell phone toward his own face and then flashlights his face. And he's like, I'm down here in the ghost levels. I'm here with, what are your guys' names again? I got Risu over here. Dr. Heelgood's back. Hey, Dr. Heelgood, get into the view, man. Come on, get into my video. You know, Julian's in the top hat. And we're down here and we just killed 4 robots. I shot one in the body with a laser rifle. Hey, Carlotta, out.
Reese's gonna look at him. If he could make an annoyed face, he would.
This is so good.
Has anyone seen that Ghost Adventure show?
Yeah.
That is exactly what this is like right now.
Yes. Oh, this is so good.
It's great. So Risu is going to he's gonna search over these robots just to see if he can find, I don't know, spare parts, some oil, I don't know.
Snack.
Screws.
Yeah, so on
Snack.
So one of their arms is just kind of like a claw maintenance work type appendage, and then the other one is a welding torch. So you could spend some time to kind of disassemble and acquire that welding torch.
Risa, we don't have time for that.
Can I make a crafting check to take that welding torch arm?
Yeah, it would take 10 minutes.
That's fine.
Is there any centipede venom in these robots?
No centipede venom.
Hey.
Boom.
So crafty.
My goodness.
Roll 22 on the die to take that arm.
Yeah, so you got that arm. It is, let's see.
You guys remember seeing Guardians of the Galaxy where he looks at
Rocket,
where he looks at his arm and he goes, I'm going to get that arm.
Get that arm.
So now I have how do I add that to my inventory?
It's a welding torch. So like it's just a piece of gear. I don't believe it's a weapon that you could wield or anything, but it's something that you could, use. Once you detach it from the robot, it's not really powered, so you would need to find some way to give that power to be able to use it on something. Okay. But you have a welding torch right now.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And then someone said they wanted to do like a computers check or something on these robots.
Well, I wanted to before I took his arm.
Well, there's 3 more you can.
Is there a knowledge check or anything that we could roll to understand like what may have caused this or why we're cut off from the infosphere or
like I can try and hack their system.
Not without.
So can Hank. We both have computers.
Hank is still just he's taking selfies and pictures.
God.
But yeah, I will go ahead and I will roll a computers check. I guess the first thing I'd like to do is analyze what could be causing us to be offline right now, because he wants to upload it to his YouTube videos. And the total there on that is a 14 total on that check.
You don't really know why, but you just I don't have any bars, no signal.
No bars.
No bars.
He looks at the guys. He goes, "Son of a bitch, no bars. Someone's blocking us down here because we're seeing the things
we've seen too much.
To see. We've seen too much." He says.
Risu's gonna look to Hank and be like, "Which way do you want to go?"
Well, partner, I want to go toward the truth. Is where I want to go toward.
Oh my God!
What's someone do?
He's gonna turn around and he's gonna look at I can't remember Brad's character's name. Shit,
Julian.
He's gonna look at Julian and speak to him in Julian's own tongue and be like, "Would you please take the lead?" And he's just gonna shut up and stand there.
All right. Well, Julian would like to do a perception check to see if he can hear any noises or smell any smells or anything because we're in like a spider web maze here. Like there's multiple directions to go, and I want to see if there's anything that I can sense to point a direction in which we might go. So perception. Son of a natural 1 for a 7. Yeah, that's the...
Yeah, so Julian is kind of walking, let's say counterclockwise around this room with all these connecting hallways, kind of pausing and stopping, listening, giving a little sniff down each hallway. You don't really... They all seemed the same to you. Nothing really stands out at all down any of these halls.
So I'll just point to the southeast and say, let's check that one out, the long tunnel.
The southeast tunnel. All right, as you guys are moving down the southeast hallway here, we've got Risu and Hank in the front like normal, and they're just kind of, moseying along. Same with Julian, but Heelgood sees it.
What do I say?
As you guys are advancing down the hallway, you see kind of this vent, this heat vent, coming out of the floor here. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
there appears to be some kind of hazard in this hallway.
Oh, you did a secret roll for the 3 searchers.
I did.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job, Donnie.
So, yeah, he'll yell out telepathically, "Whoa! There's a weird vent thing up there. We should probably proceed with caution."
Hank has thievery. Does anyone else? Maybe I can try to.
I do too.
I'm clearing this at a +7. What's your mod?
Oh, you got me way +2.
Do you want to aid me in my attempts to?
I will aid you.
All right.
Risu and Hank are becoming like the fucking Starsky and Hutch.
That's right. Yeah. Hank's like, hey, someone put this here to trap us down here. Someone. And I'll approach with an attempt to try to disable this.
What am I rolling? The thievery check? For
I
aid?
think it's a DC 15.
15,
thievery.
yeah, to see if you can aid.
Nope. That's a 6 on the die with a +2 for, or a 4 on the die with a +2 for a 6.
So, Risu, you pull out your thieves' tools to assist with this, and they fumble. You spill them onto the ground.
That's about right.
Hank's like, well, thank you, partner. And I'm going to roll a thievery check at a +7 to see if I can try to get this thing figured out.
There's zippity zap that lock, my friend.
Hit him with the old zippity zap.
Total of 20 on that.
wow.
There it
check.
is. That's nice.
With that 20, kind of the tools and stuff that's spilled from Risu's, you pick up one that he clearly doesn't need, and you're able to jam it into the fan of this heat vent to stop it from spinning.
Well, and I think at this point, Hank will change his exploration to searching as well to add a 4th check in case there's more of these types of vents or something. And I say we proceed on.
Move on down the hallway, fellas.
You guys are continuing to move down the hall there, kind of at the same pace in the same order. And this time, nope, no one saw it. It looks like there's another hazard here. The same one, the heat vent. This time, when Risu gets adjacent, gets in proximity, it blasts out a column and like a puff of this like hot steam, essentially. And you need to make a reflex save there, Risu.
Of course I do. 1 second. 13 on the die for a 20.
20 is I believe that's a pass. Let me double check. Yeah, that's a pass on the reflex save. So you're still going to take half damage here, though.
That's about right.
Wow. Those are pretty dice.
Those are nice.
All right, so you take
Ow.
5 fire damage. So yeah, it looks like Risu took maybe 1 or 2 damage from the last fight. He just took fire here, so he's a little bit down. So let's get rid of that.
Now, the one that we triggered just now, does it need to be disabled? Or
No, it's done. It's done. So
I disabled
it's
it
a
for
simple
us.
it's a simple hazard. Yeah, it's disabled.
I see. You disable it with your foot.
Yep.
I'll move back to scouting for what it's worth. Okay.
Yeah, so you triggered that trap, and you guys made it to the end of this hall, and there is a door.
Do we want to?
There's a door.
Can I do battle medicine? I don't think we can take 10 minutes to do treat wounds, but
I think you do 10 minutes.
Yeah,
to
you
do
could-
treat
you could take
wounds.
you want
10.
to take 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, let's do that. So let me. What am I rolling? Just a.
It's the most important medicine check of Heal Good's life. This sets the
Definitely
tone.
could be.
That's right.
Do you want an aid on that?
Sure.
I'll aid. I do aid.
Oh. 13 on the die.
Yeah, so I think with the aid, you will hit that 15 DC. So Heal Good's total was 13, but with the aid, that pushes him over the edge.
Sweet.
Wow.
All right.
Very nice.
Now, what am I healing back? It is going to be 2d8.
There we go. That's a nice.
Pretty good spread. 11.
Yep, so healing back 11, that will take Risu up to full HP. So you guys are good to go.
Nice.
We got you, homie. It's all good.
Thanks, buddy.
There is a door in front of you.
Risu is going to examine the door. Can I do it with the crafting check? No. Computers are crafting.
It's perception, isn't
Perception.
Damn it.
Perception. Like if you're doing a seek on the door.
Yeah. I'll roll the 13 plus 5, so that's an 18 on the die.
No, it's an 18 total.
18 total.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No.
Shut
That's
up.
what you meant.
Yeah.
12,
So the door,
12:24 in the morning.
so the door to you looks like a normal, sliding Star Trek door. But under the door, you notice that there's some kind of device attached to it.
Whoa. These fuckers. What is going on?
But you don't know what it is.
This goddamn ghost corridor. Hank pulls out his phone, starts taking video. He's like, look at this mechanism I've seen underneath this door. And he points the camera back to him. He's like, motherfucking pay dirt down here. What the hell is going on? And he flashes the camera toward the three of you guys. And he's like, you guys seeing this shit?
Hank, can you focus? Hank, can you focus? Focus.
No, okay, I need you to focus on this issue that we're having. And he cuts the video off. And we'll go about trying to disable whatever this is, I suppose.
Can we identify what it is? Can we, is there a check that Risu can, or maybe like a recall knowledge? Well, no.
I mean, you could probably use a thievery to try to figure out what this thing is.
Is it a doormat?
It's a doormat. It says welcome. Welcome to the ghost levels.
Do you guys want Hank to take a look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
Get
yours,
down there, Hank.
Come on.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. He starts looking.
a bomb.
Roll thievery check. 15 total.
So yeah, Hank, as you approach the door with this device under it, you notice that the door opens.
Oh, crap.
That's handy.
Oh, crap. What have I done? What happens?
And
I see. It's just a pressure plate.
You don't really know what that device under the door does.
Huh. Okay.
But when you approached it, it opened.
Okay.
He didn't have to touch it, just as he got close to it.
Risu's going to step over the pressure plate through the door.
So I guess you would have to make a jump.
Okay. Acrobatics?
No, athletics. So I don't know if there's a standing long jump like in D&D, or I've never actually used a jump.
Seated box jumps.
No seated box jumps. Can someone pull up jump and see what...
So this is the long jump action. It's a 2-jump action. You stride and then attempt a DC 15 athletics check to make a long jump in the direction you were striding. If you didn't stride at least 10 feet, you automatically fail. The GM might increase or decrease the DC depending on the situation. I think Bill triggered the failure condition.
Yes, I did.
On failure, you make a normal horizontal leap. I don't know let's see. It looks like even on a fail, you still get 10 feet horizontally.
So yeah, I got that.
Yeah, so you kind of, before you attempt this jump, you kind of back up down the hallway, and you're like, because you need a bit of a running start. But yeah, you successfully, even with that 13, you make it across that.
Nice. All right, I'm in.
The player in me believes that this probably just activates the door, whatever this device is. But I guess Hank will be like, all right, I guess we're jumping. So Hank will follow suit and attempt an athletics check at a +0 to jump over this thing. Let's hope I don't critically fail.
Oh, you got it.
14 total.
Yeah, so you also make it. I guess you could make. You don't have to be running in a straight line, so I guess you'd put you. Do you want to be north or south of Risu?
I'll 50-50 it for me. I don't know.
All right, odds you're north. It is evens you're south.
Okay.
So yeah, you leap into this room, and as soon as you do that, kind of see something kind of around the corner here.
Oh,
when
so
you
I
leap,
do.
When you leap into this room, another thing that happens is there is another heat vent in this room, and so you've leapt into a square adjacent to this hazard.
Wow!
And it goes off in a similar puff of hot steamy nastiness. So make a reflex save.
It's like the fucking Akaton sauna.
Oh my god.
Got it.
Let's see. Total of 25.
25. That is for sure a pass, a success on your save.
Might I have crit it?
It is just a success. So you'll take half damage from this here.
It's like crap. Oh, that could have been worse.
And you'll take 5 fire damage.
Okay.
So that'll bring you down a bit.
Crap.
Should we move up so the other guys can jump in?
Well, before you do that, we're gonna have to roll initiative here because you have encountered an enemy. So let me show you his. Let me see if I can show you his art. his artwork here.
This
This guy, he looks like a tricksy little guy. He's a tiny creature with a big wrench in his hand, and he looks grimacing. What do you guys think he looks like?
I mean, I think he looks like a cross between a gremlin and a little troll doll
Yes.
with his purple hair. Kind of goblin-esque too, but more like a mammal goblin, versus more like a reptilian goblin. And he's got a cute little suit on and a gigantic wrench.
He's got a helmet with eyes drawn on it.
He does.
Oh, so he does, behind him,
That's awesome.
He's kind of cute. I wonder if he'll be nice to us.
No.
So yeah, go ahead and roll initiative there.
Odds are he's not going to be nice to us.
Everyone gets a +1 on this because
So Risu rolled a 24.
24. Heal good.
20.
And Julian.
21.
And what Hank get there?
26.
Nice.
26. Nice. Oh, looks like we have a tie here. Mike, how do we resolve ties in initiative? I'm fuzzy on this.
Well, normally the enemy goes first, but my 25 really should be a 26.
Okay, so yeah, you for sure go first then.
Julian's going to look to the doctor and be like, I think they're good in there.
With my -1 athletics, I hope we don't have to jump through the door.
I know.
So Hank, you have just leapt into this room, landed in front of a heat vent that exploded kind of right in your face, and you see this gremlin-looking dude around the corner. It is your turn.
All right, I'm going to. I assume my firearms were out. I hope they were. I guess.
Yeah, you still got the same.
Makes sense to
your
you.
same
I
kit.
don't know, you had your phone out when you were taking photos of the door there.
Well, then I
Mike.
went and leapt across the threshold. I feel like my
I think you would have been
guns be out.
streaming that.
Yeah, would you
or,
put the
like,
phone
trying
away,
to-
or would you like record that? No,
I don't think he was recording. I put the phone.
You've got your guns and stuff out, and I'm just gonna say that you took the chance to like reload your pistols. You're not running around with half spent magazines.
Yeah. Offline we talked about that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I've got my mags are full, or my batteries are changed out, or whatever you want to call it. All right. Well, I'm going to use an ability called Weakening Shot. This is class feat, I believe. This is a 2-action activity. You target a creature's limbs or other appendages to weaken them. You aim and then make a ranged strike at your mark. If the strike hits, the creature becomes my choice of either Clumsy 1 or Enfeebled 1 until the end of my next turn. If I crit, that jumps to Clumsy 2 or Enfeebled 2. And normally aiming and firing is 2 actions total. So this combines the aim and the firing into a 2-action activity. So yeah, basically I'm going to fire at this dude. I'm going to try to kneecap this guy with my semi-auto pistol. Well, but let me just make sure. I mean, we've rolled initiative. My assumption is he's hostile toward us. He's in the midst of trying to attack me. I would know that, right?
Yeah, he's hostile. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then, so I'm going to try to just shoot him in the kneecaps here. Come on, roll high. Let's see. Total of 17 versus his armor class.
17. Yeah. So even with that cover from the wall, kind of around the corner, that is a hit.
Okay. So so I'm going to roll damage, including my aim damage, and then I'm also going to. Gosh, I don't know a lot about him, but I think I'm going to go ahead and make him. I don't like the look of that wrench, so I'm going to apply Enfeebled 1 to him. And as far as damage goes, I will do 8 damage.
Oh wow!
Nice roll.
Nice.
I ran this encounter wrong, but 8 damage takes this guy out. He is down.
Whoa.
So you won initiative. You jumped into the room at the correct spot to be able to barely see him. You got a high enough roll to beat his cover, and you hit him with the shot that takes him out.
Gee, Hank's a badass.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Space Station Gremlin. I'm seeing on the.
That's a band name right
wow.
there.
Space Station Gremlin. Oh, that is a great name for a band.
So yeah, that was the short-lived Space Station Gremlin.
Wow, I thought he was going to be a big bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a one-shot Willie.
I think that guy just happened
geez.
to work there, like in maintenance.
He's down there trying to get the power back on, and Hank's shooting him in the back.
He's trying to fix these vents. Hold on.
Jesus, God. I guess no rehabilitation for him.